Hey everyone, so today I am doing a first impressions video, and I love doing these videos because I love trying out new products and showing you and kind of telling you how I feel about them. And I'm so excited about this product in particular because I've been looking for it for so long. It is so hard to find my shade because right now I'm more on the pale side. And every time I would go to the store, they wouldn't have my color. So I finally found my color. It took 2 tries because I got a color that was way too dark and I was going to take it back, but then I decided to keep it just in case I used like self tanner because it was like my perfect shade when I use my tan stuff. So I went back and I was going to get 202, which is the second shade, but I was afraid it was going to be too dark again because the third shade was pretty dark, and I'm very fair right now. So I decided just to get the lightest shade, the 201 in Classic Ivory, and this is the, I should probably tell you what this is, the L'Oreal Pro Glow. And I remember my sister using the Pro Matte one, and that was for more like oily skin, so I wasn't like into it. But when this came out, I was so excited because I love like glowy foundations. So before I get started with the foundation, I'm just gonna prime my skin, and I usually do this anyways. I'm just gonna take my step 1 from Makeup Forever, and this is gonna help with my pores on my nose and my chin. And I do have some like scarring and breakouts to cover up, so hopefully this foundation covers it, and if not, I'll just have to go in with my concealer. Okay, so now that I've done that, we can start on the foundation. And for foundation brush, I think I'm going to use, let's see, I'm going to use this angled brush from Real Techniques, and it's called a sculpting brush, but I use it for foundation because it's more of like a buffer brush. I would never, probably, unless it's a cream bronzer, use this for like contouring. So I'm just going to shake it up because it does say shake it up really well before you use it. And it says that it's a radiant finish for normal to dry skin, so it's supposed to be really hydrating, which is an A+ for me. Hopefully this actually is hydrating because my skin is like so dry right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand. And the price for this is pretty high. I think it was almost $14, which is really expensive for a drugstore. L'Oreal's just kind of going up on their prices, and it's kind of annoying because it is supposed to be drugstore and affordable, so, but it's okay. I'm just gonna dip it from the back of my hand and kind of buff it into my skin. Feel like it's a little, this lighting is getting weird. I feel like it's a little pink. Let's see. But I feel like if I would have gotten the 202 shade, it would have been too dark. So we can just bronze up this and make it work. So far, it's really pretty. Pretty high coverage, I would say medium coverage. And I'm going to try and build it up after this layer and try and cover up a little bit around my scarring. So that was the first layer, and I'm just going to add a tad bit more around my chin because that's where I have the scarring and the acne. So I'm just going to dot it. This color is, like I said, a little pink. I'm not this pale, but that's okay because I am pretty pale and it's not like a drastic difference. So I can just bronze it up. So my initial thought, I'll go a little closer up. It's very, very flawless, honestly. I really, really like it. I just wish the color matched a little better, but it's not that big of a deal. We can just, I'll just use my cream bronzer to kind of bronze it up a little bit. But this foundation, I've never been so like wowed by a foundation before. Or drugstore foundation, but this is so pretty. And it feels like there's nothing on your skin. It kind of just feels like you put a moisturizer on. But I don't know if you can tell, it's not like overly glowy. It's not going to give you like this like shimmery face. But it really does look like your skin and it looks so natural. And I just love the way it looks. And with this brush, I feel like it kind of gave me a more full coverage finish, as if I were to use my sponge, which I never use my sponge for my foundation just because I feel like it soaks up so much product. But I feel like a brush is definitely a way to go with this foundation if you're wanting a full coverage finish like I do. But I definitely think I'm going to love this. I feel like this is going to be like my new favorite foundation, but I don't want to say too much before I put the rest of my face on, but I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes and my eyebrows, and I'll come back and show you like bronzer, blush, and highlighter, because there is a new highlighter that I want to show you and try out for you guys. So I will be right back. Alright, so I did my eyebrows and I just did simple eyeshadow. I'm just going to work, so I don't want to do like full glam. But I figured I'd show you how I'm going to bronze my skin up. And I'm just going to use my Chanel cream bronzer. And I think I've shown this in a video before, I'm pretty sure. But to buff this out, I'm going to use the Morphe M439 brush. And I'm just going to kind of place it where my contour would be and just kind of warm my skin up a little bit. Okay, so that's what it kind of looks like when I use that. I am going to layer it with a powder bronzer just to set it. But I just want to kind of I don't know why I use this, honestly. I just like using a cream. If I'm going to warm up my skin, I like to use a cream bronzer and then put a bronzer over it just so it's a little more natural, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. But so that is that. I think it looks really, really good. Very glowy and natural. Now for concealer, I'm going to use this NYX HD concealer in the lightest shade. And I'm going to go ahead and use this because since this concealer or since this foundation is a little light, I'm going to just use the lightest concealer I have. And this isn't my favorite concealer, but I do like it. So I'm just going to put that under my eyes, down my nose, Cupid's bow, and that's it. Okay, so after I do that, I'm going to, I've been into baking lately. Usually I don't. I just am lazy, but I'm just going to kind of bake under my contour, just so it's a little sharper. I'm sorry if you can hear the air conditioning. My air conditioning in my room is so loud, and I don't know why. It's so annoying. And then I'm going to bake under my eyes as well. Now I'm going to use a new product I have, is the Oh My Brow, and this is actually from my job. They gave us like a little goodie bag. Well, gave me a goodie bag since I was new, just to try out the products. And this is kind of like Benefit's eyebrow thing. It's like a cream product to put under the eyebrows. I'm just going to kind of blend that out with my finger. It's really, really pretty. It just gives me that highlighted look. I'm going to put that in my inner corner as well. Now for bronzer, I'm going to use, where'd it go? Here it is. I'm going to use Hoola bronzer, and I don't use this that often because I'm almost out of it and it's really sad. I want to go buy a new one. I probably will soon, but I'm going to take this Bodyography brush, and it's a kind of a contour brush. It's more of like a dome shape. And I'm just going to contour with this. I'm going to turn this light off because it's like messing up the lighting. I feel like this lighting in here is so dark. Okay, I'm just going to do that. And I'm having to like go to the sides to get product. Oh well. Okay. And then I'm just going to contour my nose as well. I'm just going to take the same brush and go down my nose. Kind of squeeze the brush like this. I try to avoid using like multiple brushes because it just takes so much time. Alright, and now I'm going to take my NARS Duo, which I used to use this all the time, but I kind of stopped because my skin got so pale that it just got way too dark to use this bronzer. So I'm just going to take the light shade and go down the bridge of my nose just to kind of set that concealer I put there, and then on my Cupid's bow as well. And then where I baked, I'm just going to kind of put that light shade there and kind of sweep off the baking. Alright, and now I'm going to take my translucent powder again, and I'm just going to set where I didn't bake, just lightly. Alright, so I'm loving the way this foundation is looking. It looks so pretty. It looks like my skin has no problems at all. Like, it's flawless. Besides this right here, but that's like huge, so I wouldn't expect that foundation to cover that big of a pimple, but this is really, really pretty. I'm just going to kind of blend out my contour a little bit. It's looking a little scary. Okay. Super, super pretty. I love this foundation. Alright, and so now I'm just going to bronze up my skin, and I'm going to use, man, I'm just going to use my Hourglass. I told myself I would dig in my collection and get bronzers that I don't use, and I didn't do that. Well, I kind of did in this video. I used a couple of things that I don't usually use, but I'm just going to take this with my bronzer brush and kind of go over that contour just to bronze it up a little bit. Alright. So now I'm going to take a duo fiber brush and blend everything out. Alright. I'm obsessed with this foundation. Like, I want to tell everyone in the world that has dry skin to get this foundation. I mean, I haven't worn it for more than 10 minutes, but I know it's gonna be good, and I'm so excited that I bought this. It's gonna be like hard to top that foundation, I feel like. But I'm so excited that I found an awesome drugstore foundation, and I don't have to buy like a super expensive one. And I'm so excited. Alright, I was trying to find the lid. My hair is like going crazy. Alright, and so for blush, I'm going to use this matte color, and I totally forgot that I had this in my collection, and I remember I used this for prom, and it kind of like brings back memories. It just like makes me happy. But I'm just going to use a blush brush that kind of has more of like a dome shape, and I'm going to place it right above the contour. I'm not going to do a ton, so I do want it to be more of a bronzy look. Now I'm going to use another new product, and I'm so excited to try this out because I heard Casey Holmes talking about it, and I did go shopping. I got a few things, so I'm not going to do a haul. It wasn't like a huge things. I didn't get a lot of things. I don't know what I was trying to say there. But I think this is the color she was talking about in her video. This is the Wet n Wild highlighter in I'll Have a Cosmo. I think this is the one she was talking about because it's the only kind of lighter highlighter shade they had, and I'm pretty sure that was the name, if I can get this. But this just looks so pretty, and it was literally like, I think $4.99. Like, how crazy is that? I love drugstore products that are actually like cheap and good. Wet n Wild has some good stuff. That's why I like them so much. Ugh. I just don't like experiment with them a lot. Like, I don't like look in their section that much. Just because most of the places I go to don't have Wet n Wild, I'll have to go to like Walmart or CVS. I usually go to Walgreens or Ulta, and Ulta doesn't carry Wet n Wild. At least my Ulta doesn't carry Wet n Wild, but okay, come on, this isn't that opening. So that's what it looks like. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna use my Real Techniques brush that looks like this. It doesn't have a name on it, it came off. I'm just gonna kind of pack that on my brush. So I don't know how pigmented this is gonna be. Wow, this is so pretty. This is like right up my alley. I love highlighter shades like this. This is so pretty, and it's not like overbearing. Sometimes highlighters can like bring out the texture on your skin, but this doesn't. This is just like a nice glow. I love this. Ooh, it looks so pretty on my nose. And I put on my Cupid's bow. Eyebrow. Wow, this is so pretty. I'm just gonna add a little bit more, because that's just how I do. Wow, this is so pretty. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry for my bald spot. I have a bald spot. It's so bad. That's why I never wear my hair this far over. But yeah, this foundation, or this highlighter and this foundation is so good. Oh my gosh. Oh. Alright, so I'm just going to do a coat of mascara, and this is actually a new mascara. I can't decide if I like it or not because it takes forever to take off at night. I don't know if I got the waterproof. I don't think I did. I don't think this is waterproof, but it acts like a waterproof mascara, and it takes forever to take off at night. And I use an oil to take off my makeup, so Alright, so I do love the way this mascara makes my eyelashes look, so it's almost like okay that it takes me 5 hours to take it off at night. And I did get some like right there, but I'm letting it dry so I can just flake it off later. But for lips, I'm going to take Spice by Palladio, and I'm just going to kind of line my lips. Kind of line my lips, what the heck? I'm not going to kind of line my lips, I'm just going to line my lips. Oh, that's stupid. I'm going to do Spritz from ColourPop, and this is like mid-tone pink, and then I'm going to do something over it to lighten it up a little bit. I'm going to take Vice from ColourPop. I'm just going to put that right over it just to lighten it up a little bit. So now it's kind of more of like a natural pink color. So that is it. I might add some gloss later. So let me put these up. I'll give you a close-up of my eye or my foundation. So I think this foundation is probably going to be my new favorite. I've never been so wowed by drugstore foundation before. I mean, of course you have your basic matte foundations, but you usually don't find like a really good glowy drugstore foundation that's not like glowy but not really, you know what I mean? But this is like actually glowy, and it looks like you're wearing an expensive foundation. It looks natural. It looks like you're wearing like a tinted moisturizer. Like, it just looks so good. I think this is perfect for summer, and I mean I could probably wear it in the winter as well because it's hydrating, but it just feels like I have nothing on my skin. It feels like moisturizer that I have on and it's soaked in. Like, I feel like I can move my face and I feel nothing on my skin. It feels amazing, and the only thing I don't like is the color range. I think they need to have more of a variety of like skin undertones, but it's not that big of a deal. The 201 works fine. I can just bronze it up, and then I'll use the darker shade for when I have self-tanner on. So works out fine for me, and it's not that big of a deal. I'll see if it works 24 hours. I mean, I'm not gonna keep it on for 24 hours, but I'll see if it works all day because I have work today. But yeah, so far I love this foundation. I love the way that it looks, and I would definitely recommend it for everyone who has, I mean, even if you're oily, I don't know, maybe it wouldn't work out so much if you're like super oily in like the T-zone area. It might leave you a little bit shiny during the day, but wow, my dog is growling. That's kind of scary because I'm home alone. But yes, so I would definitely recommend this to normal to dry skin. Yeah, I love this foundation so much, and I'm so excited. I'll keep you updated in my next video, and kind of, if I remember, and tell you how long it lasted and how it like looked on my skin. I would show you during the day, but I have work, so I'm not gonna be like, oh hey guys, I'm at work, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'll stop talking. If you want me to do more first impression videos, I love doing them because you get my true reaction, first reaction to products, and I think it's really fun to kind of share it with y'all at the same time. So if you want me to do more of those videos, just give it a thumbs up or comment down below. And yeah, that was my palette. Hopefully it didn't break. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.